Welcome to another episode of the Headlight Restoration Pro, a very special episode where I'll be showing you how to take headlights like these on my own personal vehicle and turn them into something like this. Picture perfect, marvelous, magnificent, even you can say good, and then some. And what the hell is that? A sticker inside? And how did I have these headlights last this long? That's right, this long. With this product. Stay tuned to find out how.
This car is not from the motor pool.
No, it's not. Sexy though, isn't it?
So where's the office? Back at division?
You in the office, baby. Going up.
Let's get down to business. Yeah, you heard it right. This is my vehicle, a 2013 Acura TL, and I've had this vehicle for a couple years now, and I did the headlight restoration right when I bought the vehicle, maybe a day or two later after I bought the vehicle, with the same exact method that I use on every single vehicle out there. Of course, I'm better now, and my skills are more developed than then. But at the same time, this method was the same exact method that I used on this vehicle as I started doing headlight restoration before this vehicle. And my method has already, or at this time, had already evolved into this method by the time I got this vehicle. This is a 2013 Acura TL Advanced Package, and this is the second headlight restoration ever done on this vehicle by myself, and it was done 1,642 days ago at the time of me making this video, which is also 4 years, 5 months, and 26 days since I did this headlight. And that is using this method, nothing different. And only thing different is I'm more skilled at this point, okay? I have 4 years of experience behind me now. Only thing different is that, and that's it. Used the same method, the same Meguiars, and it lasted this long. As you see how the Meguiar starts to deteriorate, it deteriorates just like a factory clear coat process, okay? The same type of way. It just starts to erode and starts to evaporate and oxidize. It just kind of just disappears in these little spots right here. And now you know, I know what you're probably saying. Damn, these headlights, there's nothing really wrong with them that bad. You know, there's not that bad, you know. You could probably polish those out or whatever. I'm like, yeah, but I don't like to play around with shit like that. I'm not going to be out here polishing these things up like that every, 2 months, every month or some shit like that. And also, I am that man. I am the motherfucking Headlight Restoration Pro, right? And, I'm the guy who you call to do your headlights. I'm not going to be pulling up with some, subpar headlights. They got to be the best. So anyways, I decided to do them again, and they've been bothering me, because sometimes, customers come and look at your headlights and they're like, oh man, yours are good. And I'm like, they need some work. It's been a while since I've done them. And partially, I just kind of pushed them out as long as I could take it, just to see how long they would last. Okay. Now, mind you, this is not a typical result, okay? Not everybody is a headlight restoration pro. Not everybody, has their vehicle serviced, as far as, your paint and these things like that, multiple times a year, or, takes care of their stuff. My car is kind of a show car, okay, for what it is. It's a show car. It's very aesthetic. People think it's like a 2023, and I'm like, no, it's a 2013, you know what I'm saying? It's in the shape of it. It only has like 120,000 miles on it or whatever, and it's 2013 Acura TL Advanced Package, and it has all the flipped out stuff on it, the ground effects and all the aftermarket, or like the stuff that was the highest end on there. Even the highest end of Acura doesn't have all this flipped out stuff on it. This is like a special edition one, so it looks like, I don't know, a Wraith or something. It looks like something that it's not. All right, it's pretty quick, pretty nice, luxurious vehicle. It has all of the bells and whistles pretty much that even the brand new 2023 TLXs and vehicles have. The heated seat, it has an Acura link, it has like an 8-inch screen inside of it, and you know, with the Acura link, which is built-in GPS, so I don't have to pay for it. It's just GPS that comes because you have this car, you know, for life. And you know, just has a lot of stuff that I don't even know how to use, because I never, you know, wanted to know how to use. It comes with paddle shifters. I can drop it down into S, where it's stick shift. All right, and it has about 305 horsepower. It's a very nice, very, very nice vehicle. It's one of my favorites I've ever had, and I've had quite a few sick rides, and I always flip them out. But anyhow, did you see and notice how easy it is to remove the Meguiar's clear coat? Okay, and this is, you know, this 4 years old Meguiar's clear coat. You see how easy it is to use it. And mind you, I'm speeding up this just a little bit just so I can condense this video. I did a lot of experimental techniques. You're not going to be able to tell right here or on the video too much of the things I did unless you really have an eye. But I was testing out and trying little things that I'm too afraid to try on other people's vehicles because, you know, it's just not good practice. You know, I stayed textbook. So I'm doing a little finesse things that I've, you know, been wanting to try on this vehicle because it's my own. If I fuck something up, I don't care. It's mine, right? But anyhow, it's going to be little spots that are sped up on this video, right? And there's going to be a couple cuts or whatever, but that's just because there's nothing going on when I cut it. It's just cut because like there's certain things I'm doing at the end where I'm looking at the angles of this side and this side and that side, and I don't want to just bore you guys by empty nothing there, just sitting still, okay? Or you know, there's a point where I went to the bathroom and whatnot, blah blah blah. So I'm at my house, by the way, yeah. So it's a different ball game. You can hear music in the background and stuff like that because I'm at home and I can do what I want, right? So anyways, you see I'm getting into those nooks and crannies there. That's what you want to do on these TLs. They have these weird little nooks and crannies. And this particular headlight where I'm at right now is very prone to go bad on that top half right there. It's partially due to the sun, but it's partially due to this vehicle has the shielding on the inside. These shielding, I don't know if they're heat shielding or whatever, but they, you know, it's pretty much encased in the stuff that you could take off these plates, okay? I don't know if you saw that in the beginning, but the heat from the engine catches under there and pushes out through those cracks right there at the top right here, and you know, it overheats the top part with in combination of the sun, you know, being a forward facing part of the light where the sun is always beating down that top light. It's a bad combination and a bad design. I'm sure it allows coolness or, you know, breathing for the engine, but as far as a headlight, it's a poor design. But look at my hands here. That's what I'm showing you. I know I never wear gloves when I do this. There's other things I do with the vehicle. I wear gloves, but I never wear gloves. You know why that is? Look at my hands. Look how nice my hands are. Not being funny or nothing, but I get manicures, I get pedicures, and I get all that stuff. I like to have my hands feeling good, looking good, just for the world and, you know, for my woman or whatever. I keep my hands really nice and manicured or whatever, and you know, I do have man hands. You know, the skin is strong and thick, but it is smooth compared to most men who work with their hands. With that being said, you don't really need gloves. I prefer not to wear gloves because I want to feel everything. I want to feel the motion of the drill, the vibration. Sometimes you see me touch the light. I got to feel things. I got to feel the tape to make sure it's on there correctly and all these things like that. There's nothing on this headlight that will damage you. There's nothing that is toxic far as the skin of your hands. There's stuff on there that you can breathe in that is toxic, but far as you know, burning your hands or sticking to your hands, you know, that won't wash off in a basic hand soap, you know, or even just water wash over your hands. There's nothing on these headlights that will do anything like that. It's very safe, and you know, I have no hand issues, okay? But if you have sensitive skin issues, I guess go ahead and wear gloves or whatnot. I just want to put that out there. Just know yourself, and just know that this stuff is pretty much safe. It's not going to do nothing to you, even if you have excess. If you did 30 headlights in one day, there's nothing going to be wrong with your hands. I guarantee it. So anyhow, but I'm showing you guys this video, and I say it's a very important, very special video for many reasons. Okay, for one, I'm doing the same thing on my vehicle twice. Okay, the same process on my vehicle. If it wasn't the shit, do you think I'd be doing it on my vehicle? Of course not. I'd be doing something else on my vehicle if there was something better, right? So I'm doing the same exact thing on my headlight. And another reason is, look how healthy these headlights are. These are for 2013. You saw me before I took them off. Even when it was messed up and it had those little spots or whatever from the erosion, you could tell how healthy and clear they were. No cracks, no scratches, no nothing, no overheating marks, no nothing, no breaches, nothing. And that's because I've used this method on this vehicle, okay? This method is very healthy for your headlights. This clear coat I use with this method is because it's interchangeable, of course. You could use something else to clear coat on top of this, all right? I have, but this product is so healthy for your headlights. It's designed for headlights. It's made for headlights. It's amazing, okay? And this is from the horse's mouth. This is from a guy that you've seen done what? I mean, I got 100 plus videos up, and I only record like I don't know, every seventh car or some shit like that. I don't know, whenever it comes up, whatever I feel that something is cool enough to put on here for you guys, I record it. It's not every single one. So you hear this from the horse's mouth of somebody who has done that many headlights. I did well over 1,000 headlights. I stopped counting over a year ago. Over a year ago, I stopped counting at 1,000. I told myself I would count until 1,000, and it was a big deal for me, and I was happy, and I celebrated and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, on to work next day. And I stopped counting. I'm not gonna keep that useless shit in my head anymore, right? That was well over a year ago. So you hear this from the horse's mouth right here, that this method is the shit, and that this clear coat is the shit, is super healthy. And once again, I'd like to reiterate, if you Google search 2K clear for headlights, people, because this is one of the things, I'm not a 2K clear basher. 2K clear is amazing when you use it for what it's for, okay? If you Google 2K clear for headlights, guess what you find? You find one thing, and guess what that thing is? It's the same as the regular 2K clear version. I'm not even sugarcoating. It's the Spray Max. It says 4 headlights, okay? It's not really 4 headlights. That's just how they're promoting it. It's a business or whatever. But riddle me this. Why is there not any other company out there that's selling something that says 2K clear for headlights? Because 2K clear isn't made for headlights. Because they know 2K clear damages headlights. Because they know 2K clear will not let out the headlight or the actual light pass through the headlight correctly. It'll scatter it, okay? So they know that this is the case. So I've been toying with this for a couple weeks now, Google searching 2K clear for headlights, and you're not going to find, every time I do it, I sit there for 30 minutes looking for it. I don't find not one except, the one that is from Spray Max. And the only thing, I've dealt with the Spray Max, I've tried it, I compared it to the actual one. It is exactly the fucking same as the original one. The only difference is, it's in a smaller can. The only difference other than that is it has appears to have more UV protection in it. So it's almost like I'm gonna have a fucking chocolate cake, but I'm gonna put some more cocoa powder in it. It's like there's no fucking difference. There's none. It still has the pop top, which is essentially the worst thing for your headlight because you're cracking a hardener in there that hardens up, hardens up too hard or whatever. All right, and that's one of the hugest problems. anything. I'd rather use a regular 2K clear than a Spray Max, okay, on a headlight. Either one of them, okay. So, and just think about it. There's only one, so what does that tell you? It's full of shit. You're not supposed to put that on there. But anyhow, you see how healthy these headlights are after 4 years with this stuff on there. And it's not typical results once again, but why did mine last for 4 years? I mean, what is the Headlight Restoration Pro doing? What is this guy who is one of the biggest guys on the internet for headlight restoration doing with these lights to have made them last so long from a headlight restoration? For this Meguiar's, okay? What does he do? Aftercare. I do a lot of aftercare, okay? I line up a lot of aftercare, but sidebar, you see this towel? Never use a towel with stuff all over it. I drop this on the ground and I have all these leaves and stuff on it. Always inspect it first, because you'll just scratch up all this and be like, damn it, and then you'll have to start over. I've done that before. But look how perfect this is. And the reason, back to the topic, aftercare is what I do, okay? I'm doing aftercare, I'm doing regular maintenance on my vehicle, okay? I'm doing regular, even irregular maintenance. I'm doing more, okay? Add regular. All right, I'm washing my vehicle at least twice a week, okay? Each time you wash your vehicle, a modern day vehicle, in the climate or in the in this day with all of the different soaps or whatever, they all have micro wax inside of them. 9 times out of 10, even if you go to a car wash, they have them. If you go to a do-it-yourself car wash, they have them. If you go to an auto parts store and wash it yourself, more than likely they have some kind of micro wax in there. It's beneficial for the vehicle, and it's almost their way of cheating a little bit to make your vehicle look super shiny after you wash your vehicle. So it's a good thing. It's very beneficial to the vehicle. So each time you do that, you're going to have a layer of wax on there. But let me stop real quick. That's right, like you saw in the beginning, I'm going to try an experiment here to see if this is something that could look cool, or if this is something that can be sellable or whatever. And I got these stickers online from Amazon and had them specially made. And you're probably saying, like, why yellow? Why did he choose yellow instead of like a red, whatever, YouTube, whatever? This is why right here. Because the theme of my vehicle is black and yellow, so it kind of matches pretty good with it. So I'm going to see how it looks, and if I don't like it, I'll just take it off someday or whenever. I'm just trying to see how it would work. I've had this idea in my head for a while, and I want to see how cool it looks or not. But anyhow, aftercare. I'm washing my vehicle about 6-7 times a month, okay? That's irregular. That's what's keeping it last longer, because every single time you wash your vehicle, you have a little bit of trace amounts of wax, okay? And that little bit of trace amount of wax will last like a week or two, okay? That's over your headlights, okay? And then I'm doing aftercare. I'm actually applying wax to my headlights at the minimum of like 2 times a year. I say 2 times a year, I'm waxing my vehicle, okay? I wax my vehicle before it's summer, and then I wax my vehicle before it gets real cold winter, okay? So that's twice a year off top. And then other times I'm providing aftercare in between those. So every other month, in between those, I'm, doing aftercare. If you want to know what aftercare is, watch this video here. Okay, it's very important, even for somebody who is not a recipient of headlight restoration, somebody who has a brand new vehicle, somebody who has a vehicle that doesn't even need or look like it's ever going to need headlight restoration, can provide from aftercare. And then that's what I call preventative maintenance. It switches from aftercare, which is after you get a headlight restoration, to more of a preventative maintenance, where you do the exact same thing and they have the exact same effect. They keep your clear coat and your headlight protected, add an extra layer of protection before you're going to need another headlight restoration, okay? And it prolongs not only your headlight restoration time, the next time you'll need a headlight restoration, or even with a new vehicle, like I said. it's going to prolong it by far, like triple the time or double the time. In this case, it was about double the time, because I suspect if I didn't do any of that stuff, I would have had to do a headlight restoration maybe 2 years ago. All right, it's no secret. It's on, it's on my page. I've said it in multiple videos. You got to do your aftercare. You got to take care of your vehicle. Now, I've seen other people's vehicles. I've come out to do their vehicles 18, 19, 20 months later, 24 months later. And like, I come out to do their nephew's or their niece's vehicle or their wife's vehicle needs it now. And I look at theirs and their light is perfectly clear, because they take care of their vehicle. They have nice vehicles. Now, I've come out, the earliest person I've ever come out to redo their headlights was a woman who called me in about 13 months, right? I don't know if I said this story before on here before, but she called me about 13 months, and I was like, yeah, it's a little early for you to need this. She's like, oh yeah, they're just gone. I can't see you again. And like, you come out and do them again. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll do them for free. If I come out and everything looks legit or whatever, I'll inspect them. This and that. She said, okay, come on out. And, I said, only if it's like I deem that, you qualify for me to do them again for free, because I feel they're way too early to go bad. So I'm skeptical. I can't wait to get there. And I get there. And what the lady says, I look at the light, it has like an inch of dust on it. Like, I'm just over exaggerating, but you can visibly, like, if I run my finger over 3 inches, I had a pile of dust on my finger, black dust. And I'm like, oh my God. I look at the car, do a walk around, and I'm like, when was the last time you washed your vehicle? She said, when it rains. And I was like, oh wow. I was like, how often do you take care of your vehicle, wash your vehicle? Or, she's like, when it rains. And she's like, I can't remember. And I was like, okay, that's the problem, and I can't warranty these out. I can redo them for you, but I gotta let you know they're only gonna last about 12 months, 13 months if you don't take care of your vehicle. You have to wash it at least, once a month, hell, once every other month. But like, she literally said, like, she does not wash her vehicle. And it was a white vehicle. It was just so filthy, and the lights were like, they were foggy. They were not foggy. They were kind of like, I don't know, hard to explain. They were like a little yellow, but like still you could see through them. They were better than they were the first time, but they should look like this right here. They should have looked like this a year later. But that's the only person I've ever dealt with, and that was a learning experience, because everybody else who takes care of their vehicles, it lasts longer on average. On average, anywhere between, 15 months and 24 months. That's perfect condition like this. And then you'll start noticing little things like how my light looked beforehand. And that's like average person who doesn't really give shit about their vehicle. They park outside. They might wash it once a month just to get the dirt off. But somebody who really takes care of their vehicle, puts them in another bracket, you're looking at anywhere between 24 to 36 months. Okay, me, somebody who does aftercare, you're looking at this range, believe it again, look at this right here. That's how long I have had this headlight restoration before I had to do this today. And look how perfectly perfect this headlight is. I'm developing a little LED burn inside from those bright LEDs being in there for so long, whatever. But everything else is perfect. So much help as far as the headlight restoration. Look how clear and perfect, and look how cool this looks. Now, it does look cool, and once again, why did I pick the yellow? Because of that. That's right, in front and back, I got that yellow plate or whatever. So my scheme is pretty much black and yellow. I like it. It's really cool. Might be marketable, but I don't know. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna take it off. It's a little too, postmodern, little Fast and Furious for me. I don't know. I think I'm gonna take it off, but it looks cool. It's a good idea. And also check this out here. I got this on Amazon, and didn't know I was gonna have to use it for the first time on my vehicle, because my hood struts are blown out. They're not holding up my hood. This is a heavy hood. This thing holds up your hood. Just might want to check that out for the future. It's in the bio. All right, stay tuned.
This car is not from the motor pool.
No, it's not. Sexy though, isn't it?
So where's the office back at Division?
You in the office, baby. Going up.